Hello, I'm Johnny Mitchell.
And I'm Leo Dottavio.
And we are
the Fuck Men.
Landro, what's going on, Bubba? It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too, man.
How was your week?
It was good, man. It was good.
Hell yeah.
It's a mix of up and down in the dating world, you know. Saw a little bit of the ex, which was cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a question or two.
Are we ready to talk about that?
Not yet. Let's see where it goes. I need more juicy stories before I divulge. But it was nice.
Well,
we're on good terms, I'll say that.
I don't want to get into stories as much as what was it that reattracted her to you, or how did, because this is something.
Persistence.
Yes. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, so in the time that you guys broke up,
Mm-hmm.
she broke up with you.
Yes.
And this is all going to tie into a question that we have from the viewer.
Absolutely.
Let's just get right into it. So she broke up with you, which we all know is the best position to be in a relationship.
The only position that you want. You want her to break up with you.
Because
not the other way around.
Because then it's her regrets. It's her trying to win you back in a way.
Yes.
So what happened? She hit you up out of the blue? Were you liking her Instagram posts? Or did you maintain the no contact rule?
There was no contact except for, every now and then I would download a texting app and text her on that, or an email. So it started with emails.
Wait. So you text her, she blocked you? So you
blocked on everything.
So you went and got a burner phone, basically.
I had to.
What would you say in the text?
Well, there's something romantic. I would remind her of great memories that we had together. Remember the time and the Oxnard, Hyatt, Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, you sound like a real romantic. You remember that Hyatt I took you to in some obscure California town?
Yeah, but we'll see. It's really in the beginning stages of us even talking again. So there's really nothing there yet.
Right.
But I was able to at least get to talk to her, which is nice.
Right. So you, besides these, and I love dropping little gems like that every now and then, like when you're trying to reattract your chick. Now, Coach Corey Wayne and other pedophiles. By the way, Coach Corey Wayne is a pedophile.
He's gonna sue you.
No, he's a sex offender. I want you guys to clip this, post it, repost it on YouTube. Yes, he is a creep, dude. This guy is, because I watch him for like inspiration about what I want to talk about on this show.
Yeah. And
it's so cringe. He refers to fucking sex as playing hide the salami. And he does it, and he goes, he played hide the salami. Ooh, it's dog. I want to take a bat to his temple. I want to play Jose Canseco.
Oh, dude, he took a fucking hack. He was roided up the ass.
Yeah, yes, I want roided up Jose Canseco from 1994 to take a bat to his head. I'm telling you that
was
right now.
Scary Canseco. If I know anything about baseball, no Canseco, dude. I read his book, which was awesome because every baseball player had to read that book. The one, and he has his girl problems. Yeah. He dated whores. That was his problem.
Wow.
He did like a Playboy whore.
Shocking.
Yeah, he dated a girl that was in Playboy. Hot. Not gonna lie,
right?
And that's why his daughter's hot. Fucking, I forget her name.
Did he make a daughter with a whore?
Josie. Yeah, Josie. He made a daughter with a whore, and the girl is another whore. Well, not really. She dated Logan Paul and Logan Paul and Bryce Hall.
Oh, okay, not a whore at all.
Bunch of fucking
she's a whore. Yeah,
of
course she's a whore.
On the record, Canseco's daughter's a whore.
Just because she's not dancing at some third-rate strip club in Tulsa doesn't make her not a whore.
You're right.
So let's just be frank here.
But she does post nudes. She basically posts nudes on her Instagram.
There's many high-end ways to be a whore. I said it on the podcast with Sam Tripoli. If you're like stripping and actually selling your having sex with men for money, you're 30 years behind the curve.
You want to light that cigarette?
Yes, please.
Yeah, this is tobacco, so it's totally fine on the pod. In fact, give me one of those because it's funny.
CBD.
It's something the men would do together.
CBD.
Yeah, that's that's right there. Yeah. Men would do together.
So what my point is, what Corey Wayne would say is no contact.
Right.
Zero contact.
Afterward.
Right?
Well, there was a moment,
and I do believe that, although that basically is true, persistence ultimately triumphs in whatever you're doing, right? That's what Ray Kroc, who franchised McDonald's, said. He's like, persistence goes way further than talent,
Always.
So
I think, so what do you think? I mean, think about it the other way around. Let's say you had some ex hitting you up once every couple of weeks for so long that you're finally just like, what the fuck? Maybe this guy really likes me. Maybe this chick really likes me.
Well, if I had an ex doing that, I would assume that she's attracted to you. See, if you have a woman who's reaching out to you, that means she's interested. Like, that's the bottom line. Even if it's to call and tell you she just wants to be friends. Mm-hmm. She wouldn't just call you to tell you that. I promise you. I promise you.
Right.
Like, my ex called me, and that was to apologize for blocking me and all this shit when she went back to her ex. Ultimately, though, she reached out, and then she goes, let's FaceTime.
Oh.
So
your was out shortly after.
What's up? Absolutely. And now I have a lawsuit. So, no, but
She's a smart woman.
What that means is it doesn't matter what she says at that point. It's what she does. Don't listen to what women say. Watch what they do.
Yeah.
That's really indicative of who they are. So, look, I don't want to go telling the viewer to do what you did.
You might end up with a restraining order.
Yeah, absolutely. You kind of are blessed in that you have some celebrity. You're genetically a very good looking, well-built man.
Thank you.
I am not even able to usually drop a gem. When I get broken up with, I usually need to maintain the no contact rule. And that's so let's just, I want to get everybody. It's like, I want to teach them the rules so they can then break them later.
I like that. Okay? It's kind of like we're going to teach you a very short, nice baseball swing.
Yeah,
if you want to add,
I don't want to teach, like, let's teach him just to throw overhand before we teach him the submarine
sidearm. Yeah, right.
Okay?
So we're gonna slow it down for you. This is just we're gonna give you the approach that works most of the time.
Right. So Leo,
I got lucky this one time, but
right. So Leo, his girlfriend broke up with him. This was about a year ago. That was a really dark time. I remember that. So she broke up with you. Now, the reason that is such an advantage is because when you're broken up with, the odds are very high that the woman breaking up with you, or the man, will regret it, will question themselves, will think, I'm not sure if that was the right decision. They're inevitably going to miss you.
Yeah.
Right?
It's normal.
So that is why it's so important to practice what is called the no contact rule. Meaning, if you are broken up with, if you are calling and texting and trying to get an answer from them, trying to get a reason from a woman is like trying to get a dog to practice physics. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. They react off of emotion, not off logic. So when you are broken up with, what really the best thing to do is to say, I'm sorry to hear that. Call me if you change your mind. Wow. Like, and you say it how you want to say
it. That's
you
what,
say
what
it how
that
you
is,
want to say it.
What that is, I call that a ninja move. See, what you did is you slipped a knife behind her back and just cut a little artery back there.
That's right.
And she's slowly starting to bleed, but doesn't even know that she's dead yet.
She doesn't know she's dead. It's like, that's right. It's a death of 1,000 cuts, and that's the first little cut. Yeah. And then what you do is you assert your manhood.
Oh, yeah.
Because what do we always talk about on this show? You get over the fear of loss. That is going to attract her because a woman wants a man who is going to protect them and who is solid in his masculinity. Oh, so when you say, well, look, that hurts to hear, but if you think that's what you need to do, then call me if you change your mind. And then nothing.
Exactly.
And then just live in the hurt, live in the pain like you did, and move on and fucking focus on yourself and use that energy to drive yourself. 9 times out of 10, you're going to see that person who broke up with you reach back to you. And then it's
9 times out of 10, but you got to do that patient. The patience you need is kind of extreme sometimes because we all fuck up after day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5.
You want to open a vein. You want to fucking
day 6.
You want to drive to Tijuana. You want to pull a Nicolas Cage in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Day
you just want to drink yourself to death. You want to max out your credit cards.
Day 8.
Hey, David Carradine in that hotel in Thailand where he's jerking off with a fucking noose around his neck.
David Carradine's the best.
And the fucking thing slips, and then you're just dangling, and you're like, what do you think? You think before you actually die from autoerotic asphyxiation, you're like, dude, they're gonna find me in about an hour. room service is going to find me with my pants at my ankles and my face looks like Luca Brasi when he gets strangled in the first Godfather and my hand is going to be around my cock. That's got to be the worst part about dying from that.
And your cock's probably, and you've probably, I mean, I've heard stories that when you die, you just shit yourself immediately.
Yeah,
so
you evacuate.
Not only are you holding your little limp penis in your hand, because you also stiffen up, you have now shat yourself.
Yeah, you've shat yourself.
It's basically one of the worst ways anybody could ever find someone.
Hanging. Yeah. Oh, yeah, with your hand
with
on
your hand
cock.
and your cock. And you completely defecated.
He died doing what he loved.
Exactly.
But yeah, so 9 times out of 10, that person is going to reach back. And then it's important to really, then it's their game. Then it's your game to lose. Right. You have all the advantage because they're the ones. And now you get to take things at your own pace. And that's a whole other discussion that we'll get into once we get to the questions. But how you act when she comes back is very important.
It is.
It's you got to really use strategy.
Now,
you know what I mean?
I used to think of it this way because this was one of my early lessons from Father Julio.
Was that the priest that molested you?
No, it's not the priest. That's just my dad, Julio.
Oh, okay. Did he molest you?
No.
Okay.
Not that I remember. So we're hanging out one day, and he told me that, if you really watch the James Bond movies, they wrote a pretty good, like a ladies' man type character. But it's like, if you really think about him over the years, when he gets, if James Bond were to get broken up with,
right,
he would follow all the steps that we're talking about right
100%.
now. Like, what would James Bond do? There's no way he would be like, what do you mean? Get back together with me. He'd be like, might smoke a cigarette, might have a drink, and say, well, I wish you well.
Pity, but now I have to go stop an evil villain from shooting a nuke at the...
Oh, that's a good Sean Connery.
It's a pretty good
and
Sean
it's
Connery.
the best James Bond.
Do you know what Sean Connery would do in real life? He would say
slap
a woman
bitch.
needs to get slapped every
That was the best thing he did on 2020, dude.
Oh,
I think it was
absolutely.
like Barbara Walters.
There's so much smoke in here. Can we put that out?
Jesus Christ.
Anyhow.
Shit, that's why. You fucking lit it on fire.
Oh, okay.
Put it in the water. Put it in the fucking milk.
So no more smoking on the show. That's what we've figured out. So thank you, Paul.
That's classic.
So
we'll figure it out.
So anyway, so now here you are. So you broke the rules a little bit because you
a jerk off.
I'm
emotional.
No, you reached out to her
many times.
Wow. So I mean,
so many times. But
I'm completely torn about what to do here because this goes against the rock solid laws. But as the Greek
but also
said,
I haven't gotten her back, and there's nothing that's happened. So really, I could have fucked up anyway. She could have just felt this could be because she thinks I'm going to off myself. She could just be hanging out with me because she thinks I'm going to kill myself.
And she doesn't want the guilt of you killing yourself weighing on her conscience.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think that could be it.
That's an interesting way to get somebody back.
And honestly, yeah, if you want to just say, hey, if you don't give me a chance again, I will kill myself. I'm not going to say that that's not going to work.
Honestly, that's a pretty common thing for young men.
I've seen it happen many times.
Most people have said, I'm going to kill myself as a young and experienced person. And let me tell you, that pussy's not worth it.
No.
So
as soon as you're about to jump, or as soon as you jump, you're gonna be like, God damn it, that girl Emily in fucking physics.
Well,
she wanted to blow me.
That's the whole thing about the friend zone, and we'll save that question. But you got to remember, like, if you're trying to get out of the friend zone too, persistence. I mean, look, stick it out.
I agree.
Like, if you stick it out, literally, like, because a woman just wants to feel comfortable around you.
Yeah.
So if you're friends with somebody and you can just, like, you don't have to worry about, like, try, like, this magical moment where you're just going to swing it and become this, like, romantic, sexy person to her. Just hang in
out.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Be dope.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking become a man.
Become a man. Like, keep working, keep growing yourself.
And you're going to see the moment where it's your time to flip the script.
Absolutely.
So that's the same with getting an ex back. Like, and I've said this many times, you can get any pussy if you just stick it out long enough.
Oh yeah.
Now, is it worth
what's
it?
the longest you've
sure.
stuck it out with? What's the longest you went?
I mean,
trying to get a chick.
I mean, an entire year. From fall of 2020 until the fall of 2021, I was going back and forth with this chick, and I stuck it out. And you know what I finally said to her? When she just said, I have to go back to my ex because I don't want to have any regrets. I said, you know what? I totally respect that. please don't contact me until you are fully moved on from him. I said that. And of course, like I didn't say it in like the robotic way that one of these stupid dating coaches, Corey Wayne, would say it. Yeah. I was my amazing self, but I was like, just respectfully, like, I just don't want to hear from you because I'm not interested in being friends.
So fuck yourself.
And damn, a month later she came back. Then, of course, there were a whole other host of problems with it, but I stuck it out and I got what I wanted. So,
I have a sticking to it story. There was an Orthodox Jewish girl, the one that got away. Actually, I often say,
of course.
But it took me like 5 years to hook up with her.
That is amazing. That is some Gabrielle Garcia Marquez loving the time of cholera shit, dude.
Yeah. Well, she was an Orthodox Jew. She was really against that. So we would like barely peck every now and then. She's like, no, I can't do it because I can never marry you. Like, this is dumb. So, and then we'd be friends, and I would always ruin it because I was trying to like hook up with her.
Yeah.
And then it went like that off and on for like 5 years. But year 5, one random night, she hit me up and was like, hey, can you pick me up from this place? I'm drunk. And
wow.
I was like, yeah.
That's what it is.
And then
the ultimate patience and just the way of the silent warrior as a man. It's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything, not just with women, but with your life, with your career.
It's true.
You fucking go to prison and learn some patience. That's the most amazing thing that I learned. Like my gift of losing everything and getting locked up was patience, And like, it's such a long life. As long as you don't get on heroin or have kids too young with somebody you don't want to be with, bro, you got a lot of time.
There's a lot of time.
So the earlier you start implementing this mindset, the earlier you start putting these principles into practice with women and with your career and your life, the better off you're going to be by the time your age. You're not going to be, smoking CBD sticks.
Yeah, like a couple
on a
of
Thursday
jerk-offs.
afternoon, like a couple of fucking jadruls.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into this first question, let me ask you this. I'm driving by, so you've had this amazing thing. Your girls come back. I'm the other way. I'm over here single, not even thinking about pussy because I got so much shit to do. I'm on La Brea yesterday, and I'm driving by. I'm passing a street, and I'm in traffic, and I look over and I see this hot broad, this piece of ass, glowing. She looks like something out of like an 80s movie, like Chevy Chase saw her in Vacation. Mm-hmm. It was that woman that was just driving and like, looked over and whatever. So she turns and I smiled at her and she smiles back. I grin at her and she gives me the full 32 teeth smile.
No way. And
turns and keeps walking. I couldn't believe it. In LA of all places. What's the move there? Should I have hit the block? Should I have gone? I mean, it was a connection, dude. Is it inappropriate of me to pull up on her?
No, that's. I mean, look.
What would you do in that situation?
It's a tough one because I understand. Like, even for a guy that I've gone up to many girls, it never gets easier because it's like a human reaction to not want to put your penis out there to get rejected. Because so a girl,
no, she's giving me the opening. But
right? But
can you pull up on a woman in your car who's walking on the street?
Yes, you can pull up on any. But why didn't you do it?
Well, because I was going the other way, and it was just too much traffic.
LA traffic.
It was LA traffic. No.
By the time you got
that.
back there, she could have gone home.
She would have been gone. She would have been.
She could have been 14 miles.
It takes
from that
20.
location.
It takes
Walking.
20 minutes to go around the block. Exactly.
It's done.
But I'm like, that's just my luck. I'm like the one that got away. Just this stranger could have been the love of my life.
Gorgeous.
Just gorgeous. Tan. And she's got a good attitude. She's smiling at a stranger who's looking at her from a car, a passing by car, a Toyota Corolla.
It's a tall white guy. Dude, you were the dude.
I'm the man, bro.
She could have thought like, wow, this guy could have my kids. He looks giant. You look giant in the Corolla because you're so tall.
I look so.
It looked like a clown car.
I look so oversized in the Corolla.
So she could have been like, this guy's 8 feet tall. Like,
maybe that's what she was doing. Maybe she was just laughing because I look so stupid in my car.
Of course. She was like, is that a clown or a man?
Yeah. So anyways, I don't know, dude. If you're in a small town and you see a girl smiling at you, like she might just be friendly, but she might like you might have an opening. She might have just seen something and was like, that's a nice looking person.
Right. But yeah, that's also another thing. You think outside the box when you hit on women. Like I hate guys that are like, oh, I'm going to the bar, so it's time to put on my fucking pussy shirt and hit on girls. How about like every Starbucks ever? How about every Barnes and Noble? How about walking down the street? How about anywhere at any time you can hit on a girl? Like just a fucking In class.
Funerals are the best.
Funerals. Girls are mad horny.
Yeah, dude. Dude, there's something about death that makes chicks so horny.
Dude, he murdered that. Apparently he improvised like all of it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Fucking Will Ferrell.
All right, so this is
Wedding Crashers, if you haven't seen it, guys.
This is a great question written in by a short man. So this is a question from a short listener. Apparently, this is the summer of the short man. Apparently, short men are getting their due.
Short men.
I'm not aware of
penises. Yeah.
No, Kevin Hart, huge penis.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know?
He's 5'4" because he showed it to a bunch of comics at the Comedy Cellar when he was a young comic, and they were like, "It's enormous."
Really?
Colin Quinn saw it. Yeah. Colin Quinn was like, "Oh, it's fucking huge."
Kevin Hart has a huge penis.
Yeah, he's fucking hung. He's filthy rich. He's crazy successful. And he's fucking hung like a Shire horse.
How many children out of wedlock does he have?
With that cock? No.
Hopefully a lot.
A baker's dozen.
Hopefully a lot. A baker's dozen.
Yeah, he's got enough for fucking 4 families, dude. You know? But he's got enough money for, 8 lifetimes. So.
He flipped his car. Dude, he fucked himself up pretty bad.
Did he?
In the car, yeah. All right, let's continue.
Okay. Hey, Johnny and Leo. Longtime listener of the podcast and really enjoy your work. I need advice today as I'm having a hard time in the dating sphere and it's becoming such a dilemma. I feel as though I may never get a nut in my life. Whoa. Jesus. I currently work at Jack in the Box in Tennessee. Okay, I can see why he thinks he's never going to get a nut, and have been for the past few years. So this is a guy who's got his shit together. You know,
well, I mean, if you can work at Jack in the Box for years, this guy has
he should be a manager
management potential.
Yeah,
management potential.
This guy sticks it out. He's going to own his own franchise.
And then you can have endless amounts of 19-year-old pussy when you own that franchise.
Bro, when you have all those shakes, you got all those chocolate shakes to give out, and you dip the fries in them.
Oh,
forget about it.
The shakes at Jack in the Box are fantastic.
Fantastic. I'm 24 years old and haven't had much success in dating at all. I realize that asking out women is a numbers game, so I try chatting up as many girls as I can daily. Wow. Interesting. So it's kind of like...
He's trying.
So this is like the advice we've been giving.
This is not bad.
I go for the really unattractive girls on the regular as I feel this would increase my odds.
Not bad. I've known guys like that, and I think that's a move.
I'm talking absolute swamp donkeys.
Jesus.
Fat or ugly. Ideally, fat and ugly. Still no luck. I think the problem I'm having is that every girl is taller than me. I'm 5'4", Indian American. So not American Indian. We're talking... Punjab,
right?
Indian, Aziz Ansari.
This guy sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm 5'4", Indian American, living in a rural part of town. I also, unfortunately, have a slight Indian accent, which I think further puts me at a disadvantage. Couldn't be further from the truth, man. I'm telling you.
Nah, we'll figure this out.
Bitches love accents, but we are talking Tennessee, so they're like, "What's that fucking? What you got? Where you from with that accent? California?" I also, unfortunately, have a slight Indian accent. I'm not sure what I should be doing. I'm hearing that this is the year of the short man and that everyone has that one short friend that slays. I'm still waiting on being that friend. I'm also considering wearing lifts in my shoes. What do you think?
Idea. The lifts. I say go with the lifts, buddy.
This guy's rules. First of all, this guy is awesome.
It sounds great.
I mean, this guy is self-deprecating. He's well-written.
Yeah.
He's responsible. He manages a Jack in the Box in rural Tennessee.
We think he manages a Jack in the Box. We don't know.
Watch, it's like some off-brand Jack in the Box that they don't even have out here.
Jack
it's like
in
a
the Crack. Yeah.
Well, okay, so this is a complicated one. So how does a short man with an Indian accent who lives in a racist place, most likely, and in a rural part of town, who works at a fast food restaurant, and he doesn't seem to be getting any luck getting laid, and he's also hitting on fat, ugly women, ideally fat and ugly, as he says. What's the strategy here? Like, this guy just sounds like he wants to bust a nut, and so let's forget about relationships. How are we going to get this guy some pussy?
I think there must be something wrong with his approach, because there's no way. There's got to be a girl in Tennessee who would fuck a 5'4" Indian. I mean, there could be. I mean, we could find out that this kid's like maybe kind of deformed or something. You know what I mean? Like, we don't really know.
He's pretty candid, though. I think he would have told us.
I think he would have told us.
I mean, he says he's Indian American, so that's a deformity. He says he's short. I mean, that's again. So now we're two strikes, and then he works at Jack in the Box. But again, so you know what? I long term, this guy needs to move.
2 words: college.
Yeah, college. Get out.
Get out, buddy.
Get out, buddy. You
college.
This guy sounds like he needs to
go in debt with a student loan because get out of town.
He's Indian American. You guys are some of the most well-off immigrant groups. You guys make more money than white people.
Go for Indian American girls. That's your money spot.
Yeah, no shit.
They're so hot, dude.
Indian men hate Indian women.
Because they're retarded, because the girls are so much hotter than the dudes.
But you know how it is? It's like we don't want to hit on white girls. We want to hit on fucking, Latinas, it's like the opposite attracts kind of thing, right?
Middle Eastern, yeah.
So I think, first of all, forget about these fat, ugly chicks.
I think it's time for you to
forget about these fat, ugly chicks.
Buddy.
I would rather fuck an Indian cow before it's slaughtered as a ritual on the streets
really
of
fuck
Bombay.
With cows. What's up with the cows? They really fuck with the cows, huh?
Yeah. So forget about that. This is your problem right here, is that you're not putting enough self-worth and self-love into the value that you have. This guy's got value, dude. He's got potential.
I personally think that anybody who could work in the fast food arena for years and go there 5 days a week could be a rich man.
Yeah, you could, because you have the ability to focus at something that you probably don't love doing.
Right.
And figure out a way to be good at it.
You nailed it.
So, but how does he approach women? I mean, you don't put lifts in your shoes, dude.
I knew a guy who put lifts in his shoes, and it really helped his confidence. Which then helped his ability with women. I think whatever your approach might be, I think you should slow it down. If you've really tried with that, like if you really try to bang with fat and ugly girls, and like the way that you're mentioning fat and ugly girls, I feel like you're going at it maybe from a place of negative, bad energy. So I think we should talk about how every woman is beautiful in their own way, that sometimes an overweight girl could have really beautiful titties, or she could give really great blowjobs. So think of her as a blowjob fairy instead of a fat chick. And
plus, you're living in rural Tennessee. Is there anything other than ugly fat chicks?
Probably not, buddy. So I would say your approach should be of kindness. If you go think of it this way. From now on, I want you to do a drill. This is a drill to try to get better at hitting on girls. Go up to 5 women and give them a compliment, but not like a sexual compliment. Not like, wow, you really must work out or something like that. It's more like, you have a lovely smile, but do it from a place of like where she doesn't think that you're hitting on her. More of just like, wow, you have a lovely smile. Like, it's just a matter of fact kind of, I really like your purse. Your shirt's an awesome color. It could be anything, but they can be non-sexual, and do it to 5 girls a day. Eventually, one of them is going to be like, thanks, I like your jacket too.
Yeah. You're gonna meet that one girl that's been drinking so much Old English, and is out of cigarettes.
Oh yeah,
carry a pack of cigarettes on you, dude.
Oh, another great idea.
Yeah, carry a pack of smokes on you.
If you really want to get the right. What about the cocaine?
You're in rural Tennessee. Nobody can afford coke there.
He can't afford it either.
You're in rural Tennessee. Carry a pack of smokes on you. A pack of dip. Right?
Oh my God!
And somebody's going to be out of it, and just keep a cigarette in your ear.
Oh, dude!
And somebody will approach you sooner than later. It's like fishing, right? Like,
okay, so you look at me now. Not so. I'm the Indian guy, not so attractive. What about now?
Hey, excuse me. I hate to do this. Do you have an extra cigarette I could borrow?
I have a cigarette for you.
Oh, thank you.
Right here.
You have a light?
Of course.
I don't want
my princess.
I don't want to take your last cigarette.
You are a white goddess. I will massage your feet and eat your pussy for hours. See?
So
that shit?
What's your name, sugar?
My name is Pundab. Mahatma Atma.
Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? And you work up there at the Jack in the Box off of Route 84, don't you?
I have the world record for the most fajita pitas sold in 1 hour.
My good, I love the fajita pitas from Jack in the Box. They're my little.
I love them too.
They're my little cheat day snacks.
Oh, that's your cheat day. Oh, that's good because we have shake.
Oh my! Could you get me a shake from Jack in the Box with extra whipped cream?
Of course, even if they say the machine is broke. Yeah, I can't do the accent anymore. Oh my God.
So that's gonna work. Now, more likely, it's gonna sound like, oh man, these make me take a wicked shit. Something like that. I imagine.
I have the bathroom key. Even after hours.
You know what's funny is you look like you're dressed like you work at a 1950s ice cream parlor. Yeah, dude. I think the first thing.
We gotta clip that, dude. I want that shit.
I think the first thing you need to do is start valuing yourself.
Yes.
And knowing that you could do better than these swamp donkeys. You can do better than these creatures. You know. So, but look, Leo's right. I have a friend who's short, Matt Jones. Do you know Matt Jones, the comedian?
I think I do.
He's 5'5", 5'6". Always had a complex about his height. And he's always working on, these little tricks, right? He would do that. He would go up to 5 girls a day, just make small talk and get their number. And he would never use their number, right? He would never use it. He wasn't a creep about it. But he would approach girls outside of 7-Eleven and the gas station, right? Like places where the odds of a woman having been hit on there are low. So it's kind of a novelty, right? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of the idea. I mean, if out at Jack in the Box, right? You probably fucking meet some broads that come in there, right?
He's got it. He's got to be.
So just as a training, I want you to forget about getting pussy for a second.
Right.
Start training yourself to talk to women by approaching them, by, and you use some tact. You're a smart guy. You don't walk up to chicks who are waiting to get an abortion,
although
unless you're
very
giving abortions.
Vulnerable. They're vulnerable.
They are. You say, oh my God, that's what you do. You say, babe, do you need a ride home?
Yeah. You take everything we said back. Your new task
is to find the very last Planned Parenthood that's legally allowed to operate in Tennessee. You go to that abortion clinic and you say, look, I know you probably don't have a ride home. And they don't let you drive for 2 days after you get the procedure. I would love to take you home. No strings attached.
Dude, I don't give a fuck if you got to drive.
We'll go through the drive-through on our way home.
Yeah, give them a little.
I'll get you the hookup.
Listen, this is going to work out for you. This is a good plan.
Yeah, this is a really good idea. Mm-hmm. Or as I've told people before, go get on the dating app where everybody has herpes. The herpes meet.
Oh yeah.
If you're willing to get herpes at a young age, you can slay the hottest pussy in your town because all the hot chicks are walking around flamed up.
Right.
Right.
But don't confuse H swipe with a J swipe, which is for Jews.
There's no Jews down there, dude.
Yeah. You're right. Tennessee, there's no way.
But I wish you would have left your name. Leave your names, guys. Unless they want to be anonymous. But
he probably wants to be anonymous.
But listen, buddy. Listen, Mahatma Gandhi. So Your task is to simply
I really want to meet this guy.
Build your confidence.
Yes.
You need to build your confidence up. And you need to you don't know how awesome you are, dude. You fucking rule. You rule. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen to me. You're the fucking man. So you're going to start. You need to believe it, though.
Yep.
So you need to start, as Leo said, you need to start just learning how to compliment women in a non-creepy way. And then if you see the opening, like if they're really giving you the stiff, don't ask for their number. But you need to just learn how to break the ice. When you talk to somebody, don't go in there with expectations. Just say, just doing it is enough. It's like when I first started doing stand-up. Like if I was just able to make myself go on stage and do it, that was enough for me. So you need to start doing that, and you're just going to see so quickly how easy it is. And then you're just going to keep working on yourself. Figure out a plan about how to leave this town and go to college. Or if you want to stay in the fast food industry, like become the manager.
The manager makes $100,000 a year, dude. Yeah, you could in Tennessee. You're gonna be able to buy a nice house, dude. Yeah. If you have a nice house in Nashville, Nashville's beautiful, but rural Tennessee. Yeah. If you have a nice house, you can bring those behemoths that you meet back.
You can bring those fucking monstrosities.
Trust me.
And if they can fit inside the house,
you're going to be face fucking them before 11 p.m., buddy boy.
Yeah, and you won't even have found the pussy yet. It'll just be their flaps.
Right.
You know?
Right. You can fuck a flap before 11 p.m. Ever fuck a flap, dude? It's fine.
But just remember.
Lube it up.
You rule. This guy rules.
I mean, I really like this guy. I'd like to meet him. But just also, you are whatever you believe you are. So if you, that's the truth, especially with women. With getting chicks, I will meet in LA especially a ladies' man, and Johnny can attest to this. You will meet a ladies' man in LA of every different size and shape and net worth and everything. There will be a short, fat guy that's broke that has crazy, good-looking girls all over the place. There'll be a 19-year-old that's broke that has a lot of girls. There'll be a 35-year-old that's ripped and gets after it every day and gets a lot of girls. So anybody can get a lot of girls. It's kind of really about what your belief in yourself and being able to be a little bit interesting in conversation.
100%.
A conversationalist. All of them have good conversation ability.
Yeah.
Like they can bust out an interesting little conversation.
Yeah.
In the first 5 minutes of meeting someone. That is the skill you need to master.
Yeah, and your accent, I mean, this guy should be in Brooklyn. This guy should be living in, Portland. Like white chicks that went to liberal arts schools, all they want to do is fuck cool Indian guys.
Like you.
Because Indians started yoga, and all these bitches are into yoga.
Oh my God.
So it's like this guy has everything going for him.
That's a great idea.
This guy has everything going for him. I truly think you're better than this rural Tennessee town. I think you're better than Jack in the Box. I think you need to save your money. And you need to go to Nashville. Go to fucking...
Nashville's great.
Go to Knoxville, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
go to, what's the other one?
I don't know any of the cities in Tennessee.
Yeah, neither do I. But look, yeah, dude, you're the man. So
dude,
we
if he gets in-state tuition, he should definitely just go to the Nashville, whatever university.
Oh my God, yeah.
Then just go there.
Yeah. Well, he's already 24, so I don't know. He might be a little old for
dude.
The traditional college. You don't think so?
Fuck it. No, we had a 27-year-old on my baseball team at Division II, and he was slaying pussy and hitting bombs.
Yeah, you know what? And when you're older like that, you're gonna slay more pussy. But I don't know. This guy sounds like a little behind the curve. So I want you to start out with doing what you're doing right now, thinking about your goals. Where do you want to be in 2 years, right? And then in the meantime, you work your job, you work your life plan, and you start talking to girls.
And start doing yoga.
Practicing.
Start doing yoga immediately too. Because that is such a good, that's actually a really good approach.
Yeah.
You're a yogi Indian man.
Yeah. And
Genius.
stop making curry indoors.
Yes.
It's like, I don't want to be racist, but that's like, we don't like that here in America.
Well, it's just it smells like curry for the next 17 years.
Yeah.
One time you cook curry, then for the next 17 years you have to fucking smell it.
Is this kid fat? I wonder. Is he fat?
If he's fat and short, might as well fucking off yourself. No, I'm kidding. If you're a fat short guy, those are the guys that I don't think he's a fat.
I don't think he's a fat guy, dude. I don't think he eats Jack in the Box or he's got a crazy metabolism. So, dude, excuse me.
All right, let's read another one of these bad boys.
Don't smoke that. Remember I said no smoke. No, remember I said no smoking.
Damn it, dude! These were so good.
Hey, thank you, pal. I love you. I love these. I'm so happy when people write in. Okay, so
now it's gonna be smoky the whole time. I got it.
Here we go. You want to read this? You want to read this one from a foreigner?
Oh, God.
We're getting all these foreigners writing in, dude.
The top of the bottom, right?
Bottom.
All right. Hi, hey guys, I'm a 17-year-old from Switzerland. My problem is that I'm still a virgin.
That's okay, you're 17.
Don't understand me false here. Wow, that's interesting. Don't understand me false here. I'm not a incel. I got my shit together. I'm in good shape and live for my passion. What do you think his passion is?
Switzerland, I imagine it's chocolate making.
So, if you're absolutely crushing it in the chocolate factory, what else do you have to worry about, buddy? Keep making those chocolates. It's the number one aphrodisiac there is.
Watch, his chocolate is just fucking shitting on women's chest. That's what he calls going to the chocolate factory.
I can't do a Swedish accent, but it's like to go to the chocolate factory. All right, I had my chances, but I want to lose it again on the right woman. Okay, so he had his chances to bang, but he wants to lose it on the right woman. All right, sounds like you have erectile dysfunction. Am I right? Anyway. If you do, Blue Chew, they don't sponsor the pod, but I guess they're the easiest to really you just fucking hit them up and they basically send you Cialis. So hit them up. The problem is that I can't find her because most of the chicks in my age and my area are just skanks with a bad personality. Swiss girls, they're probably all into raves and they're smelly.
Let's finish up the question. I need more info.
I have never really connected with a chick on a personal level. What should I do? Should I just say fuck it? Or go wild, or should I wait for the right person? P.S. I love your stuff. I follow you guys and Danny for years. Keep it up. I know that you are going to be the greats. Respond me on Patreon, you faggots. He said that.
Oh, yeah, he wants us to respond to him on Patreon. We're not doing that. We're going to respond to him right here. Well, I mean, who's the faggot? This guy's complaining.
He's only 17, dude. Chill out.
Who's the faggot? This guy's complaining that you have a bunch of chicks that like to fuck and are skanks.
What the fuck is
wrong with you?
I
would have given to have that? Do you know what I would have given in Portland, Oregon? To have a bunch of fucking chicks that would just wanted to fuck?
That'd be great, dude.
So
why don't we give him some real advice, Johnny?
Let's unpack this here. Let's unpack this here. First of all, this guy's kind of
he's
tooting his own horn here. No, he's 17.
He's gay? Could be a gay man.
No, this guy just is a boy. This guy's a boy. Now, apparently they fucking grow up fast in Switzerland. But look, here's the thing. You're talking about like you haven't, what's your passion? You're talking about how you haven't fully realized. Where's the question? Oh,
He's
yeah.
not an incel. He said that.
I've never really connected with a chick on a personal level.
Well,
okay, you're 17 years old, dude.
You're a child.
This is why we got to go on bigger podcasts.
2 words.
We need 20. We need like adults. This is like the most retarded thing I've ever fucking read in my fucking life.
We can help this fucking kid
Okay.
though. But I'm going to start with, if you are thinking that maybe men are attractive, it's okay. You can explore that. But I think whatever kids like this.
Does sound like some gay shit.
No.
What do I do?
I like
All
this
these
kid.
Chicks wants to fuck.
Look, if they're skanks and they're terrible, I get it. Fuck you. You're gonna light one now?
Yeah.
You fucking asshole.
My pad. My rules.
All right. So,
anyways,
so to continue, when you're 17, dude, you need life experience, and when you need life experience, you need college. Switzerland's probably got the best colleges.
Totally.
Ever.
It's probably free too.
We gotta. Is that just like, do people not see the benefits of college? I get it. If you think this is what Austin would say, the producer for the Leo and Danny show.
Right.
He says that it's the system trying to keep you down and put you in debt. They haven't heard of a state school,
That's
though.
a lot. But that's. But
what about a state school?
Look, it's put a whole generation of students in debt.
Because there were a bunch of jerk offs that wanted to go to St. John's in New York when they lived in Tennessee or something. When you should have gone to Nashville.
I think a lot of people are even in debt going to state schools, buddy. But look,
really,
yeah,
CSUN's $4,000 a semester
for sure. Look, I just, that's statistically a lot of people. The Clintons in the '90s tried to sell America that everybody had to go to college, and look, now students are drowning in debt. It's the only debt that you can't have forgiven. Did you know that? So it's like there is a huge money making scheme in America surrounded by student debt. We ran out.
Oh, okay.
It overheated?
I think this pod's going pretty good. It's funny as hell.
It's going pretty good. Okay. Is that because it's
30
been running
minutes?
too long?
It's 30 minutes. 30 minutes, you got to hit it.
So that was only 30 that we did?
Was it? Because that's weird. So it probably just went a little extra.
Okay. No. I know what we're talking about. We're talking about student debt. Okay. Are we good? Okay, so we got another 30. But you look, in Switzerland, in Europe, all college is paid for if you want it. Like basic college is paid for. So, everybody in Switzerland has money.
Right.
Everybody's well off. You guys are neutral pussies that have never gone to war.
I like
it. And, look, props to you because
perfect
look at how
society.
nice your fucking perfect country is, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, buddy, absolutely go wild.
I get that the skanks
absolutely go wild.
You'll get over the skanks thing
very quickly.
Very quickly.
I wish I had been like him at his age, just banging skanks, because then by the time I was 25, I'd be ready to like settle down and I would have had my life together way earlier. Go crazy, dude. That's what I say.
Okay, look, any man, you need some life experience. So if it means hanging out with some skanks and banging some skanks, I know that maybe your parents, maybe your mother, maybe your father.
Sounds like he was raised right.
Yeah, if you were raised right, I get it, dude. Skanks, they're giving away, both men and women that are skanks, give away a little bit of their soul every time they have sex. And it will make you a hardened criminal sometimes.
Yeah.
And I get it. But you need to experience it yourself, buddy. You need to get through it if you want to be a ladies' man. And it sounds like you might want to be, or date a lot of great women, like the great Derek Jeter, the greatest probably ladies' man of all time, in my opinion. He only dated like awesome chicks that had a lot going for them and they were rich themselves. So even if you want to be that guy, you still need to get some skanks under your belt.
Yeah,
Point of the story is get the skanks.
Yeah, and just like we were telling the Indian kid from rural Tennessee, practice. Like there's nothing wrong with knocking off 10, 15, 20 skanks By the time you're a college freshman,
how are you going to work on your form, buddy? How are you going to work on your form? How did Johnny sink all those threes in jail so he didn't get butt fucked?
It was from missing all the threes.
Exactly.
It was from missing everything. It's like Michael Jordan said, I succeed because I failed just as much.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you need to build the muscle. You need to build the practice. You need to build the skills. There is skills in fucking skanks. Like even skanky, drunk, stupid young women, there is an art form. Like I didn't get those kind of girls back then because I was nervous, because I acted like I wanted it. You know what I mean? Like you cannot give off that energy and expect to fuck young, stupid chicks because they're attracted to assholes.
Guys that know what they want to. Yeah.
And this guy sounds like he knows what the fuck he wants. He wants, like he sounds like he's got a moral center at 17.
Let's start slow. Start with just talking to a girl and maybe trying to get a hand job. Like at some point be like, is it okay if you give me hand jobs? And she might be like, yes, I will.
And the fact that you already don't seem to like want a skanky girl, if you just act like that around skanks, that's going to make them want you even more. So, dude, go try it out. Try it out.
Yes. Be like Johnny and go for it. Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got to say. You guys, please write in with some real questions. I mean, this is fine, but it's like I want like.
Why do you hate this kid so much?
I don't hate it. I'm mad that we don't have a more mature fan base.
Go off on the Swedish guy. Go ahead.
I'm not going. He's from Switzerland, first of all. I'm not mad at this kid at all, but it's not a real problem. Like this, it's not the kid from rural Tennessee. That's a problem because he's short. He's Indian. He works in a fast food joint. You know what I mean? But like, don't write us in just to get airtime. Don't write us in just to get airtime.
What about the video, though? See, at that point, we could see more on the video.
We should plug the video. So, you guys, what we would actually really like you to do, well, of course, you can always email in your questions. We would love it if you took a video of yourself, 30 seconds, up to a minute, we'll say.
I'd say a minute is good.
Yeah, up to a minute. Just give us a quick rundown of who you are, where you're from, what your problem is in relationships or dating or sex. Send it in. We will actually pop it up. Play it. You're going to be on the Fuck Men podcast.
So
on
get
the
that
show.
good lighting.
Yeah, in your car or whatever. It doesn't matter. No. In your fucking, in jail, if you got a cell phone in there and you're trying to figure out how do I make this guy on cell block 8 like me, whatever you want to do. But we would love videos. It'll be a
if
huge
we got how to make
it.
your cellmate like you, like I would love that so much.
Help. I fell in love with this guy, but he's part of the Norteños gang, and I'm an Aryan Brotherhood member. But I'm not really racist. I just have to have the Nazi swastika tattooed on my neck so I don't get ass raped like Edward Norton in American History X. What do I do? Stuff like that.
Oh my God, Johnny.
Yeah.
You gave me the best idea of all time.
What? Let's hear it.
If me and you write a script, a gay love story about a Crip and a fucking Aryan Brotherhood guy.
Amazing. Like falling in love in prison.
In prison. Dude.
Yo,
I think
cut that part out.
Yeah, cut that.
We can't have that idea.
I'm actually serious.
Don't nobody steal that fucking idea.
Steal that idea. It was on this pod on this date.
Yeah. Wow.
You guys
brilliant.
don't get that, dude. I think
what we could do it. We could write it as a play first. What?
Are you playing the Aryan? Are you playing the Aryan Brotherhood?
I'm playing the Aryan Brotherhood. Who are you going to play? The Crip?
I can't be the Crip.
You got to go in blackface.
I do. Fine. I'll do it for the play. For the play, it doesn't count because it's not video. You're good.
Dude, we're not podcasters anymore. We're playwrights. We are David Mamet.
Dude, I really do think that that's actually a good idea, though.
That's great.
For the modern society?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even prisons go woke.
We're going
woke, dude.
Oh, 100%.
So let's put that out because it's way too much smoke. Yeah, the problem with that is I didn't think it would be as much smoke as it was. So thank you, Swiss guy. Do you know what I'm complaining about? We're only on episode 3, and I'm upset that we don't have a bigger fan base that's more mature.
I get it,
but that'll come in time. You know what I mean?
But you know when it'll come? When that guy, the 17-year-old's gotten a couple fucking, he's gotten some tail.
Right.
That's when we'll fucking be ripping and roaring.
Right.
And by that point, he'll be like, the girls, they don't like eating my ass holes.
Isn't that weird?
I want them to eat my assholes.
Yeah, that's why you got to send in a video guy, because then we can hear what a Swiss person sounds like.
Exactly.
You know, nobody knows what a Swiss person sounds like.
Nobody knows.
Okay, so here, this is. We'll read this and then we'll get out of here. This is a real problem.
Mm-hmm.
This email is entitled, "I'm 19 and I can't get my dick hard." Wow, have you come to the right place? Do you have some empathy here on this podcast?
Yeah.
At least coming from my side of the table.
I mean, I've had my erectile dysfunction nervous condition. Like I couldn't, there was like a moment in college. I think it was a God who was trying to slow me down.
Yeah.
And it was like, you're just going to have some performance anxiety, and boom. And I did. And I had performance anxiety for a while.
Well, let's see. This guy's Chad. A guy named Chad. I didn't know Chad's had erectile dysfunction.
Wow.
This is Chad, and he's from Florida, and he's in college. So I assume he goes to like Florida State or somewhere with like crazy pussy. Yeah, so, Johnny, I am a card-carrying member of the Olympic Army. Thank you. I am a 19-year-old college student, and I'm having trouble getting my piece hard. I got laid for the first time when I was 18 years old at the end of my senior year in high school. And I was so drunk that I could barely get hard enough to fuck this chick.
That's fine.
Now I'm a sophomore in college, and I've had sex a handful of times with different women. Most of the time I've been blackout drunk, but lately I've been getting head and having sex with some women dead sober, and I've still been struggling to get an erection. I'm young, so it feels like I should be hard as a rock from the beginning, but it takes me some time, 20 minutes or so, of getting an aggressive hand job or blow job before I finally get hard. Or I'll have to start pumping limp, and then I'll get hard later, which makes it impossible to wear a condom. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, chick wants you to put on a condom, but you're like, dude, I can't get hard until I start fucking you. They say it's a psychological thing, but I swear I'm not gay. I'm really into pussy. My body just doesn't react like I think it should. I'm too young to start taking Viagra. Please help.
Now, if we were to get really into your boner problems, I mean, how is this something you understand everything he's saying?
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, we've all been there.
I remember this.
Gotcha. Now, we've all been there in some way, shape, or form. Like, I couldn't perform. Like, it was a thing about performance anxiety for me. Like, I wanted to bang these girls, but then I would be like, I want to bang them so much that I now am too focused on me trying to be this great guy in bed.
Right. Well, first of all, before we even get to that, cut out the porn. Cut out jerking off a lot.
For a while, yeah.
And I mean, telling a 19-year-old to cut out jerking off, it's like, I mean, how can you even do that, right? Like, I'm 36 and I still have to like tell myself to not jerk off.
Right.
But look, I've had penis problems basically my whole adult life. So, look, all I can do is guide you to the right decision, right? And I'm telling you, the more that you can hold off, shooting your load of your own hand, the earlier you cut out porn, the better you're going to be. When you learn that semen retention shit, I'm not saying you need to jerk off sometimes, but do it with your mind. Don't watch porn. Like that's baseline.
Mm-hmm.
Then obviously stop drinking so much.
Mm-hmm.
Again, telling a fucking 19-year-old this, it's like, it's so hard for me to tell people to do exactly what I didn't do. But what do we always say on the show?
Do as we say, not as we do.
It's like, I'm telling you, if you can just cut back the drinking or tell yourself, I'm only going to have sex when I'm sober, right? Then you train your body. It's about training your body early,
Oh, 100%.
But, I think not putting so much pressure on yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and honestly, if it comes, like, there's really great drugs out there for guys.
He doesn't want to take Viagra, though. He shouldn't be taking Viagra at 19.
No, but it does improve your testosterone, and I know a lot of 19-year-olds that would just take it to get huge in the weight room, so.
Viagra?
Yeah.
What does Viagra get? How does that get you huge in the weight room?
It apparently spikes your testosterone.
Yeah, but it seems like that's like, it just gives you a huge boner, which it does.
It would be weird to just have a boner in the gym.
Yeah, it's just a huge, fat, rock hard boner around a bunch of sweady, stinky dudes.
Yeah. How do these drugs work, though? I don't even know how. Like, I've never taken a boner pill.
Well, they're heart medications. So they redirect the blood from the rest of your body to your heart, but somehow that went to your cock. Like they found it like they found plutonium. Like it was just an accident. Like they were testing these drugs out on like heart patients, and they were like, why is your dick so fucking hard? And they're like, I don't know. And then they figured it out. Like, it was like, they literally discovered boner pills by accident. Look,
wow.
it's, I would say don't take Viagra yet. It sounds like you can get hard. It just takes you, this girl's just got to do some work for it. So diet and exercise, definitely.
Yeah.
I would say don't take, if you are going to take medicine, do natural shit. Don't take Viagra yet. Okay. You're fucking 19 years old.
Yeah.
Take maca root, go to a homeopath store, go to a natural store and, look up online.
Circulation. Eat a lot of stuff that's good for
pills
circulation.
That's good for circulation, right? Like, I'm a tall dude, so my circulation isn't as good. So that definitely affects the boner too, right?
Same.
But then, so say he's doing all of that and he's still not getting as hard as he wants, like right off the jump with a woman. What do we always say? Eat pussy till she's begging you to stop.
Yeah.
Like if you can't get a rock hard piece and start fucking right away, really make that foreplay something incredible. And then by the time it's your turn, she's going to be more apt to want to get you off, make you super hard, right? Because you've just fucking made her quiver and shake and shit. And then you don't feel like such an asshole when you're like, now start sucking it, you bitch. Then it's like you've earned a blowjob.
Yeah.
And then it's going to turn you on too when she's getting hers.
Right.
That's what I think.
Now, sometimes also, like, I've encountered when I was younger, I would not get hard as much when I was just trying to bang like every girl that like kind of came my way, and maybe I wasn't 100% attracted to her. You know what I mean? Sometimes the pheromones don't match up. She doesn't smell as good as she should, and your penis is sensitive. It might be like, you know what, dude, don't like the way it smells. I'm out of here, dude. And I just won't be able to get hard. So make sure that you're really into someone, that you trust someone. My buddy gave me a good tip once when I was going through the performance anxiety. He was like, dude, just hang out with a chick naked for a while.
Wow. I've never heard that.
Right. Just hang out, watch TV naked, do this. It's like, yeah, let's just do everything naked for a while. She's like, all right, fine. Your dick will randomly get hard at some point.
Right. It will.
And then it's go time.
Yeah. If you don't rush it, if
you don't rush
now,
it.
Now the problem is young girls in college, they have no patience.
No filter sometimes.
They have no patience. They have no filter. They have no tact.
They'll just say, like, what's wrong? Are you gay?
Yeah, exactly. No, literally.
We've all been there.
A chick at Florida State who's just had, like, been drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade since noon. Like, she's like, what the fuck?
You better get hard right now. I was like they called me human Viagra when I was in high school because everyone got hard around me. Like, are you serious? You must be gay.
Never happened. You're fucking gay. What do you like?
You're not into me, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not pretty.
Oh, yeah. Should I cry, dude?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. And if she says I'm not pretty, then you lean into it. You're like, yeah, it is something you're doing. Yeah, dude. And then you blame it on her. That's another angle. Blame it on her.
Oh, this is great. You could just say, hey, I'm not getting a boner because you're not fucking attractive at all.
Yeah, but do it tactfully. Yeah. If she says this has never happened with anyone, I could say, yeah, same.
I'll be the girl. I'll be the girl. Okay. I want to see what you're gonna do.
Okay.
Because we need to really fucking really like break it down for the kids.
Okay.
What's wrong with you? I've been sucking it for like 15 minutes and you can't even get hard.
You know what? I don't know. This has never happened with anyone else.
Wait, what? You're saying it's just, was it something I'm doing? But like,
or what you're maybe not doing.
What else do I need? Do I need to lose weight?
Look, I don't want to say that. I mean, look, I just want you to be healthy.
Oh my God. Are you mean like healthy because I'm at an unhealthy weight? Are you saying that I'm fat?
No, I'm not saying anything. I think you want to be your best self.
Oh my God. Well, how can I get you hard tonight? You want me to just turn the lights down or something? Like, how's this going to happen tonight?
I don't know. I just think you need to keep trying. I don't really think you're trying.
Oh my God. Okay. I'll suck your dick for another hour and a half. Okay. But that's it.
Okay. And then you take the back, and then I take your man bun and I just start fucking, just face fucking my dick.
And she loves it, dude.
Yeah, no, you could always do that. Like you could just, cause I've been limp a lot. Mm-hmm. I've struggled a lot, and I've always been embarrassed by it. If you can not be embarrassed, but now I'm getting to the point where like sometimes when I just can't perform, I'm just like, yeah,
not today.
We ain't getting there.
Yeah.
We ain't getting there. And that's the thing with age, right? But if you, at a young age, if your just dick ain't into it, and you could just be like, yeah.
Nowadays, it's just
if you could make it like a job interview where it's like, thanks, I appreciate it, but it's not. This really isn't the right fit for me.
Today didn't work out today.
That's the one thing I can impress upon you more than anything is never be ashamed of your limp dick.
Definitely
never
not.
be ashamed. Now, do things to make sure you can perform the best you can, but never be ashamed of it.
Yeah.
It's her fault.
Yep.
You know, if a bitch wants it enough and you're doing all the right things, I don't want you to be a selfish lover. I want you to, as I said before, I want you to do foreplay. I want you to try to get her off.
Right.
But like, if she wants it bad enough, like she's going to go until that thing gets hard. And 100%. It sounds like it can get hard. So I think you get hard. It just takes you a while.
It's just the mental place that you have to get to.
Relax.
You'll get there faster if you take pressure off yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you've been able to at least get hard and have sex, buddy, that's more than most of us can say.
Yeah. I've never known anyone that's been able to get hard and have sex. So
me too.
It's crazy.
Hard to find that.
It's hard to find. It's almost impossible in this day and age.
Yeah, seriously, nowadays?
With the metaverse?
Come on, dude.
Who wants to get hard to have sex?
It's crazy.
I'd just be hooked up to a machine playing Twitch.
Right.
You know?
You can fuck one of those things in conjunction with your phone. Your phone could be the sex toy and the phone have Bluetooth now. Like, well, why do you need real humans?
Yeah. Dude, I remember that in college, though, when I was fucking inexperienced and like I was just scared about not being able to get my dick up, and it really manifested itself. Like,
that's what happens.
Like you become the fear, you know, like if you're scared of being poor, it's like, dude, it's if you know what manifesting does and the power of the mind to create your reality, you'll be very careful about what you think about.
Yep.
You know, like you're going to think, I only have good thoughts. I only have thoughts of getting rock hard. Right. Like there's no problem here.
Or don't think just, okay, so Taoism was something that helped me in college with boners too, because the entire concept is do not think, just do. Like if you are truly in the moment of sex, your dick will get hard because you'll enjoy this woman's backside, maybe her titties, maybe her beautiful face as she's blowing you. And you know, maybe you'll even turn on the lights a little bit because you go, you know what, I'm a visual guy.
Yeah, try to keep the lights on if you can.
Keep the lights on. That helps. And
unless she's a pig.
Right. And then, you know, have fun. Think about whatever you want. But figure out a way and communicate, you know? Like if there's certain positions, like for me, it's like hard. Like if I'm like in a bad place or like, you know, with my ex-girlfriend, for example, like she always knew that she showed if the doggy style position, it's just a go. Like it would always get me hard no matter what. You know what I mean? It's like a comfortable. I'm a tall guy. I can just kind of relax. It's easy to do. It worked every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I would say try to get a girlfriend too. If you're in college, like it's good to bang chicks, but you should have like college girlfriends for like a couple of semesters.
Oh my God.
Genius. Like have two
genius.
In 4 years, have two girlfriends
for at least 6 months.
And they each for like 6 months. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And cheat on them.
6 to 8 months, cheat. Yeah, absolutely. Whatever. But learn how to be with them.
Right.
And learn how to actually have a partner.
Right.
So we'll serve you later, you know? Like it's not going to work out,
important.
But it's so important.
So much more important than I thought.
It's so like you're not really there to learn much. You're there to learn how to be a person, to be a citizen. You know,
and if you can learn humor, you can learn. There's a million things you can learn. In college.
Yeah. You can learn date rape.
Yeah.
So I was expecting a laugh on that. I was expecting a laugh from Leo, not just agreement.
Oh yeah.
I never date raped. We never date raped.
We never date raped.
We don't believe in any of that.
Do that. We're tall. You know what I mean?
But even short men don't need
shouldn't
to do that.
Shouldn't. But I know they need to sometimes.
In fact, nobody needs to.
They need to sometimes. The short men need to.
Are you going to fight me on this? Are you going to fight? Are you going to battle me? This is the hill you want to die on? Is the short men sometimes
honestly,
need to date rape?
Are though, dude? I do. That sucks. Is that we've known a guy that has done that for sure. Like I don't know. Nobody's told me.
No, nobody's told me, but we know.
But we know.
Dude, there's been
sucks.
Like,
that's gross.
That sucks. No. There's
so fucked.
In my group of like 10 friends that I went to college with,
one of us
raped, and we don't know who it is. So I'm walking around with like a rapist in my crew.
Roulette, dude. Yeah, no, it's weird. Roulette. It's weird.
Guess that rapist.
Can you imagine just passing out, like giving a pill to a chick and she's just like zonk the fuck out?
Well, I think it was more probably. I don't think any of my crew did that. We definitely didn't.
I hope not. Yeah.
It was probably like, oh, she was a little too drunk, and we like push the issue. You know what I mean?
I'm sure that's happened a million times.
Like it just happens so much. And when there's alcohol involved and everybody's partying, the lines really are blurred, you know?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Don't go to a party if you're a chick and don't have your fucking giant friend cock blocking, because that's what you need. You need that
don't
giant
have your
security
giant
guard.
friend fucking your chick with his giant cock.
That too.
Don't be blocking your chick don't be blocking your friend with the giant cock.
Yeah. But seriously, don't date rape, dude. That's just the worst thing you could do is rape someone.
You don't want to do that. It's not the worst thing, but it's close to it.
It's close to the worst thing. You could burn someone alive.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But at least you didn't rape them.
Right. If you were raping them and,
that would,
All right. Well, on that note, is that
I think that's how we end this episode.
I think that's how we end the episode.
I think of the episode. So thank you so much for writing in. Please send the video.
Send videos from now on.
Video episodes from now on. You could just make them a minute and then email them at the fmenpodcast@gmail.com.
The fmenpodcast at gmail.com. And 1 minute should be able to go straight through the email. Don't give me that bullshit. It's too big of a file.
Yeah, it's not too big of a file.
1 minute
too big of a
works.
File.
And that's all we need. 1 minute. We can't put 2.5 minutes of your bullshit ranting.
Yeah,
so
seriously.
make it succinct. Make sure we can hear you and see you.
Yep.
I do want good lighting. So the car is good lighting. If you're in the car,
do it in your car.
Cars are good.
Or do it in front of. Do it with your Jack in the Box outfit on.
That's fine.
You know,
you could do it in the drive-through. You could do it. Whatever. Put a girl in there. Put the girl that's giving you problems in there. Whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I like that. If you're in a relationship and you want like couples therapy, make a couple video.
Send a
make
nude
a cuckold video.
Send a nude video. You have a penis problem? Send us a penis pic.
Send us. Actually, if you're struggling to get hard, call us in the moment. Send a video of it in the moment, and we'll coach you through what you need to do.
Coach you through it.
Tie it off with a bag. That's what they used to tell me in prison. Guys that do meth, they always want to fuck, but they can't get a piece. So they would take plastic bags and wrap it around their nuts, cut off all the circulation so all the blood would go to their cock. That's an old school method. I don't recommend it, but
it works.
It works. What do you want? So go ahead and do that. That's the fmenpodcast@gmail.com. Of course, subscribe to us on Spotify and
Please.
iTunes. You can listen to us as well. So we really appreciate that. Follow us on Instagram at Leo of Dot, at Mr. Johnny Mitchell. We love you so much. Thanks for listening. And remember, do as we do, not as we say.
Do as we say.
Not as we do. We're growing. We're in this together.
Yes.
Till next time.
Goodbye.